flexibility. How do I know there was no flexibility? Because anyone can go back to school and learn about computers. Anyone can go back to school and learn how to repair computers. His business could not adjust to the climate change, and he is out of business today. Plans change. Situations will happen. Your vision in of itself is not enough. We must be flexible even with our plans. One thing that has also helped is to keep the big vision in sight. Keep the big vision in sight. And Greg, what are you talking about? I'm talking about why in the world did you even start the company to begin with? What have you done? Why did you go into business for yourself? Keep that vision in sight. Knowing the how, or I should say the why. Knowing the why you are in business. Why did you start this company? Why did you walk through this particular door? What are you trying to accomplish by being in business? What service are you providing? Keep that big vision in sight. But please know again that the vision in of itself is not enough. We're going to pause right now for a commercial break and be right back here with CSBJ Radio. Alabama weather can be devastating. With tornadoes hitting the area year after year, not protecting your family can be risky. Safety Shelter can provide peace of mind in the most chaotic of circumstances. They have been engineering and manufacturing storm shelters to the highest quality for over 20 years right here in Hartselle, Alabama. They know exactly what it takes to keep your family safe and secure during severe weather. Their above-ground safe rooms are bolted to concrete and can withstand the weight of a house collapsing around you. Having survived a tornado themselves, the team at Safety Shelter is committed to providing you with the highest standard of safety that your family deserves. With their spring sale and affordable financing available, there is no better time to act. Call Liz at Safety Shelter right now, 1-800-462-3648. Again, that's 1-800-462-3648. Or go online to stormshelter.com. Make sure to ask Liz about your free WYDE consultation. Safety Shelter, safe and secure for any situation.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. You know we're gonna get it right. On time planning for the stress-free pride.
You have a vision for your wedding day. We can make it a reality. We have everything you will need to bring together your vision. We offer for weddings, day of services, partial planning, and full planning. And for your events, we offer baby shower, anniversaries, birthdays, and bridal showers. Call us today for your free initial consultation.
Okay, welcome back to CSBJ Radio. I am your host, Greg Wilson. Be sure to check out our sponsors. I tell you, we are so thankful for our sponsor, Safety Shelter, here in the beautiful state of Alabama. They're building storm shelters. And trust me, man, we live in Tornado Alley, or what we would call here in Alabama, Tornado Alley. This particular company, Safety Shelter, produces shelters that could literally save your life. So give them a call, 256-462-3648. They're in Hartselle, Alabama. Give them a call, Safety Shelter. And also On Top Weddings. On Top Weddings, if you are planning a wedding maybe for later this year or early next year, Safety Shelter is your On Top Weddings. On Top Weddings is your one-stop shop for everything that you would need for your wedding. Visit them online, ontopweds.com. Again, that's ontopweds.com. We've been talking today about your vision is not enough, and we've covered maybe 4 points thus far. Being flexible with your plan, have a plan, write the vision down, fueling your vision with perseverance, keeping the big vision in sight. When we've covered these things, we know what they mean. We know what it means to, number one, have the vision. We know what it means to take that vision out of your head and place it on paper, make it real. We know what it means. We know what it means to have a plan or to develop a plan. If you are struggling with developing a business plan, if you're struggling with that, I encourage you even to utilize CSBJ as a resource, give us a call, 706-289-7863. We will help you write a business plan. We will help you develop a marketing strategy. But with that plan, you must be flexible. We talked about and gave some examples of individuals, companies that are no longer in business today. Why? Because they didn't adjust. They weren't flexible with their particular business plan or their particular business model at the time. So I want to go just a little bit further and talk about something that we all are familiar with, and that's not reinventing the wheel. If we look at other business models, why would we go and recreate or reinvent the wheel in our particular industry? Now we know that we may have to, depending on the type of our business vehicle. All wheels don't necessarily fit every business vehicle, if you will. Follow my drift with that. You're not going to take a tire off a tractor and put it on a bicycle. You follow what I'm saying? So depending on your business, don't reinvent the wheel. What's already working in another business very well with modifications could work in your particular business. All right. One thing that I have learned to do, and I have encouraged other small business owners to do, and that is to even learn from big box failures. We can take a step back and see a big box company, for example, like Radio Shack, go under. Why in the world did they go under? As a matter, and if we can look a little bit deeper, to something that's even more recent than Radio Shack, we have Kmart's, which were, Kmart was purchased by Sears. Sears tried to help out the Kmart retail line, but guess what? Kmart never recovered. The investment of Sears into the Kmart retail line sustained the business model just for maybe a few years, but it ultimately prevented, I'm not going to say prevented, it ultimately delayed the inevitable. And as we look across the country right now, we see Kmart after Kmart after Kmart shutting its doors. Let's take a look at something that's even affecting a lot more big box locations. There's a company called Gander Mountain. It's taking a huge blow. A lot of the retail industry now is taking a huge blow. Why? It's because one company, and that company is Amazon. From the comfort of your home, you can have everything that you could walk into a store and buy, have it delivered to your front door. Gander Mountain, it took a hit. Why? Because I can sit at my desk and order a 12-gauge shotgun and have the 12-gauge shotgun delivered to my door. I don't have to drive to Gander Mountain to buy this particular product. Amazon. So what's my point again? We can learn from big box failures. We don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel. I can look at the Amazon business model and apply that Amazon business model to my small business model. Same type wheel, just scale it down to fit your particular business model. So don't reinvent the wheel. Embrace your expertise. Embrace your expertise. You are already what I would label a subject matter expert, a SME in your particular business. You already are that subject matter expert who knows the ins and outs of your particular business. You know the ins and outs. If I can label it, as I often do on my podcast, as a baby. I have 4 children, thankfully. No one can talk to me about my children as good as I can. A teacher can't come to me and say, well, Mr. Wilson, your son, little Jimmy, is this, that, and the third. I can look that teacher in her eye and tell her, yes, ma'am, I know he's like that, but did you also know he is like this, that, and the third, and also the fourth? No one can talk about your business as well as you can. No one can deal with that particular subject matter as good as you. Why? Because you are, and you definitely should be, positioning yourself as the subject matter expert. So embrace your expertise. You've been to school, you've been to college, you have degrees. Embrace your expertise. You have experience. You've developed a product. Embrace your expertise and position yourself as a subject matter expert. And finally, I'm just going to talk about something that I am very guilty of. All right. My hand is in the air right now. I'm recording a podcast, but if you were watching me live, my hand is in the air. Why? Because I am guilty. And that is not burning yourself out. Your vision is not enough. I get that. We get that. Hopefully you get that. But do not burn yourself out. Because guess what? If your health fades, your vision also fades. And if you burn out, what happens to your vision? Yeah, your vision also burns out. The beating heart that's inside of your chest right now, if that were to give because of stress and because of pressure that you're placing on yourself to sustain this particular vision, please know that your vision is not enough and that you need your health. You need to maintain your health. You do not need to burn out. So these are the things today that I am really hoping that this discussion here on this podcast will help someone out. Your vision in of itself is not enough. We have it in our head. We've had it in our heads for years. We take it out of our head. Let's put it on paper. Let's begin to make this thing real. But with that, there are coming those lonely days, those sleepless nights. If you're not bald head, there are coming days when you're going to pull your hair out. So what do we do in those times? The vision in of itself is not enough. We have to fuel our vision, fuel that dream with perseverance. Like people have called me arrogant. Why? Because I just believe in myself. Even when people around me don't believe, I believe. Fuel your vision with perseverance. Fuel that dream. Fuel that desire with perseverance. That you know what, no matter what crap comes my way, that I will be successful. Keep that big vision in sight. You know why you started the company. You know the why. You know what you were trying to accomplish. You know the lives that you want and desire to impact. You know even the money that you would like to make. Know the why. Keep that big vision in sight. Keep that big vision in sight. Make that plan. But please, I implore you to be flexible. You know, I don't mean to belabor this particular point, but another company just came to my mind. How many of us remember BlackBerry phones? My very first smartphone was a BlackBerry phone. At one time, BlackBerry held the number one spot in the market. Where are they today? Where are they today? And why is the Android platform and why is the Apple or the iOS platform better than the BlackBerry platform? I won't give you the answer. But I know. I used to sell mobile phones. I know why BlackBerry failed as a company. Yes, they're still in business to some lesser degree. But what I want you to know is that they, at one time, held the number one spot in the market share, and this day, they don't. Your vision is not enough. This has been Greg Wilson with CSBJ Radio. Be connected with people, resources, information. Give us a call, 706-289-7863, or visit us online at www.connectmybusiness.me. Until next time, this has been Greg Wilson.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. You know we're gonna get it right. On time planning for the stress-free pride.
You have a vision for your wedding day. We can make it a reality. We have everything you will need to bring together your vision. We offer for weddings, day of services, partial planning, and full planning. And for your events, we offer baby shower, anniversaries, birthdays, and bridal showers. Call us today for your free initial consultation.